The GRAU is one of the best weapons on Modern Warfare and in Warzone today, even surpassing the M4 as people's main choice of weapon. Its ability to combine a high fire rate with a steady recoil control has meant that pros to amateurs are now spamming people down with it. For full owners of Modern Warfare, the multiplayer is an easy place to complete the challenge to unlock it, that being, get 5 kills with an assault rifle within a minute, 25 times. Just playing a few games of Shipment will have this done in no time. But for the people who only have Warzone and don't have access to the multiplayer, it can be frustrating. Well, this video is here to help you out. So the first thing to mention, just very quickly, is that the pre-game lobby kills don't count towards unlocking it, although it will rank it up. So I'm going to break it to you off the bat. Without the full game, it's gonna be a grind. Occasionally, we have a free-to-play weekend that pops up, and I suggest getting on that quickly to play some shipments. But if you want the GRAU without the wait, or to spend the money on the full game, then here goes. Get yourself in a plunder game. On this mode, there are respawns and you can start with your loadout. It's a no-brainer. But with max teams of 4, it's still going to be a challenge. The first tip I recommend is some scummy move, but a necessary evil. Remain on the plane, then jump off right at the end and kill people that aren't currently playing. Maybe they've had to answer the door for their 3rd delivery of a coffee pot to replace their broken one, which probably still won't fit the machine. Hey, just a guess. Hopefully this will amount to 5 kills. It often can. If not, just sweep up people on the phone to Amazon putting in a returns order and improve your KD, as this will likely be available for trading in for food tokens in the end times. By the way, if any of you know where to get a replacement coffee pot for the Russell Hobbs Buckingham Filter Coffee Machine 20680 at a reasonable price, hit me up. Okay, now on to my second tip. Now this involves you surpassing the scum level and landing comfortably as a villain. In Plunder, there are cash deposit sites where people are naturally going to gravitate to. You can see where I'm going with this. Well, get yourself in the area of some of these sites and essentially camp and open fire on squads out there just enjoying themselves. You'll probably end up involved with multiple squads in the area. The good thing about this scenario is, if you do kill them, they'll probably be on their way straight back down to you for all the cash they've just dropped. Oh, and because they hate you and want to see you die. That's basically all of my tips. But if there are any areas that you think have high foot traffic and plenty of people on the map, you've just got to head there and chance your arm. If people are still trying to get into Bunker 11, for example, that could be a place to head. Or even drop in places under the direct line of the landing plane where people are likely to drop and try and take them out. Maybe even land straight on a chopper and see who you can fry immediately. If you've completed the grind, first of all, well done. Now let's take a look at the best class layout. I run a monolithic suppressor, which I think is probably on everyone's class. This ensures that you don't show up on the minimap, whilst also increasing your damage range. For the barrel, I run the Tempest 26.4 inch Archangel, improving the accuracy, range and control of the weapon, giving the GRAU those all-round assets that make it so good. In addition to this, the Archangel barrel also changes the iron sights to a very clear and easy to use sight, meaning you don't have to waste a slot on a scope or a new sight. It does however reduce the mobility and aiming down sight speed a little, but the positives more than outweigh the negatives here. For the underbarrel, I use the Commando foregrip, which fortunately is the first unlock in this category. This attachment offers even more recoil control and stability. Next, for the rear grip, I use the Cronin Sniper Elite. This adds even more aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, essentially making it more accurate whilst aiming down the sights. It does reduce the aiming down sight walking speed slightly, but again, the positives are more than worth it. Finally, it's the 60 round mag for your ammunition. This is a very much must-have for Warzone, as you're facing people often with armour and teammates that are actually together for once, meaning you need a lot of bullets to pepper through them. This setup is basically taken from what the top professional players use and offers an insanely balanced weapon that is useful at close range and long range. The real asset of this weapon with this layout is that you can hold onto the trigger while shooting people at distance and experience insanely little recoil. So there you have it. how to unlock the insane weapon that is the GRAU without multiplayer, along with a great class setup. In my opinion though, just pop on an M4 and wait for a free-to-play weekend and enjoy your damn life. Please like and subscribe, it genuinely does help me out, but for now, farewell and stay safe.